Hello and welcome back to Down the Track. I promised you yesterday that I'll bring Abrar back. He was heartbroken after the Sunrisers loss. He was refusing to come on the podcast. I've never seen someone so upset. But he had one day to sleep over it. Everything is much better now. So I got him back for our IPL 2020 finals preview. First of all, Mr. Abrar Aziz, how are you doing?
I'm glad to be back. All of what you just said was not true at all. I was just stuck with some
I'm
other work.
joking.
But unfortunately, yesterday was a busy day for me. But yeah, I'm back. I'm proud of the boys. The boys played well. The whole series, they punched above their weight. A lot of injuries and everything for Sunrisers, of course. I'm saying so. A lot of injuries and everything. I mean, they did a decent job. Even this game, they took it close. Hats off to them. On to the next season for Sunrisers.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
think it was actually great achievement if I look at
yeah,
it from that perspective, just because of all the injuries and everything. And like, it's not like there was a one-sided game. They fought till the end. Unlucky. At one stage, it looked like they brought the game back and they could have finished it, but then Williamson and Abdul Samad got out. But yeah, I think,
yeah,
to be honest, it was a great performance if you look at it overall. And Warner said that in his post-match as well, that he's very proud of the team and like
yeah,
nobody gave them a chance, but they still made it to third place.
yep.
But yeah, so then that leaves two teams left in the tournament. It's been a different type of tournament, no fans, but they still got the IPL done. The viewership was high as usual. Everyone was watching some high quality games. We've seen some good batting, some good bowling, some crazy fielding. Now it just comes down to this one last game. I think on paper it's the two best teams. One is have proven it. The other one is like has a hot and cold season. On their day they win, and when it's not their day they lose easily. But Mumbai versus Delhi, man, how are you looking forward to this game?
I mean, I'm excited because it's going to be the game of the IPL. Of course, it's the final, and everyone's going to be looking forward to it. And Mumbai has been there, done it. Delhi for the first time ever in the finals, so some kind of nerves over there for them as well. It's going to be a very interesting game. I mean, as long as it's a close game and a well fought game, I'd be happy. I mean, that's what I want to see. I don't want it to be a one sided game. That's all that
Yeah,
matters, honestly.
yeah, for sure, and especially when Sunrise is not in it, you want it to go to the last. You want to go to the last. As a
Some
neutral,
drama is needed.
yeah, as a neutral, you would want it to go to the last ball for sure. But
Yeah,
now if you first of all, if you just look at Delhi's perspective, their team, I think they showed against Sunrisers. That's how they should have played attack.
yeah.
We've said this all the time, like Sunrisers as well. Like David Warner attacks from the front. Mumbai has done it. Finally, Delhi, I think. A very smart decision. I think it was a risk, a gamble that paid off, sending Stoinis opening. And I think that's how they should go forward against Mumbai. Attack from the front, send Stoinis opening, make sure, like just tell them to go and hit it out of the park. And if it pulls off, they can put a lot of pressure on this Mumbai team who have bowled excellent. He'll have to be a bit wary with Bolt and Bumrah, but that's it. Like if you want to win the tournament, you'll have to give it your best shot and you have to be aggressive. So did you like the changes that they made in their batting?
I think so. I think it was a smart call. I mean, Stoinis is a good middle order finisher, but they have the likes of Hetmeyer to take care of that, and they needed that impetus in the beginning. They were just struggling in the top. Shaw wasn't working, Rahane wasn't working, so they needed someone to kind of support Dhawan. And you saw like Dhawan started off in the first couple of overs slowly, but Stoinis kind of started it off strong, although he got dropped. But I think he started off strong, and then Dhawan really picked it up from there. And even I mean, he looked and in kind of sublime form also. So I think it's very important that they, and I guess since it's worked, they'll continue to do it. And the kind of just attack, like if they can really score like 50, 60 runs in the first 6 overs and really put the pressure on Bombay, who somewhat like Sunrisers have not been put pressure at. Honestly, whenever they've come out, people have been wary of them. So
Yeah.
someone like Delhi has to just go out there and just put a lot of pressure on them, like they did to the Sunrisers bowling. Also, you saw when Stoinis came out, he just came out all guns blazing. Suddenly the bowling attack looked a little bit shady, not shady, but it looked a little bit lackluster.
Yeah.
And similar, I mean, I think Mumbai's bowlers are a little bit better for sure because they have Bolt and Bumrah. We don't know about Bolt. Apparently, he's injured. They're going to take a final call tomorrow morning, so we'll find out. But those are the kind of things that they'll have to just come out and do. Just go out and strong attack. Just attack, 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 and then at the end of the day, if they lose, they lose. I mean, they give it their all.
Yeah, I think for Bolt, that's going to be a big call because we saw in the last game against Delhi what he did, like that hint of movement, he caused a lot of problems. So
Yeah,
the his first spell I think, is key. So if he
crucial.
plays, I think it'll definitely. If he doesn't play, it actually plays into Delhi's hands.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they'll be happy because they'll remember not from very long ago, just a couple of days back when
Hmm.
they got their top order rattled by him, and Bumrah came up and followed. But Bumrah is obviously going to be there. But that Bolt injury would be a massive letdown for Mumbai, and a massive uh, happiness towards Delhi's side. I think they'd be very happy with that kind of. I mean, of course they'd want to play the best team and beat the best team, but I mean these kind of things go in your favor sometimes, and that'd be always nice.
Yeah, and before I go into the Mumbai, actually, let's just go into the Mumbai batting.
Yeah,
We just talked about the Delhi's batting and how Stoinis is opening. Mumbai, on the other hand, someone or the other is just stepping up, and it's a simple strategy: go out there and hit, no matter what the score is. Keep attacking. We saw in the last game, the last 4 wickets, they came and started hitting.
yeah.
So the same of the some of the same medicine tomorrow as well.
I think it's going to be impossible for them to change that up. I mean, it's the last game of the season. That's it. That's all they've been doing all season. They've kind of been very successful with that kind of formula. Just if the openers don't perform, Surya Kumar Yadav, Ishan Kishan is there. If they don't perform, the likes of Pollard and Hardik Pandya, they've been just a stacked team. One of the other is always going to just step up and really score those big runs for the Mumbai Indians team. So I mean, that's all they need to do. They just need to do what they've been doing, and if they continue to do what they did, I think their trophy is theirs to lose per se.
And you're confident that batting first or chasing, that they're comfortable with both. There's no issues.
Absolutely, I think that there's no this there's a lot of flair, there's a lot of self belief, and there's a lot of confidence in this team that, and
Mm.
especially the batting unit that kind of goes out. I mean, the whole team in general. I think it stems from the management that's probably given them a lot of encouragement, a lot of support in going out there and just expressing themselves, and they've been doing that magnificently well. I mean, I
Yeah.
think the best team, definitely the best team right now in the IPL, and most likely the favorite is going into the finals as well.
Yeah, and the fact that there are other players like Ishan Kishan and Surya Kumar are stepping up, it gives a lot of confidence to both to the openers, Rohit Sharma and Decock, and also to the back end like Pollard and Pandey, because then they can just play freely, right? So those two
Absolutely.
in the middle order, like building that innings, it takes a lot of pressure off, and it just helps that like all your batsmen are performing.
Absolutely. I mean, every one of them has gotten a good score. It's not been like even one of them has, and any one of them has kind of found struggling for form or anything. Everyone has on their day stepped up. Surya Kumar Yadav has been immense. Ishan Kishan has been moved around the order and he's still performed. Maybe the only person that has probably not really performed is Rohit Sharma, which is unfortunate. But who knows, man? He's that kind of a character. Finals game, he's a big game player. He comes up, he scores a century for you tomorrow. I would not be surprised.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that would be crazy if he does that. And then if we just move on to the bowling for Mumbai, I mean, Bumrah, Bolt, we already mentioned they've been unbelievable, new ball and old ball. And Rahul Char has stepped up, I think, this season, which has helped them a lot.
Yeah.
Krunal Pandya as well, like when needed in the power play. But do you think, if you're looking at it from a Delhi perspective, um, if you want to say a weakness or a place to attack, let's not say weakness because this team is really strong, but a place to attack, would you say that third seamer and the maybe a Krunal Pandya? That's who you should
Yeah,
attack.
absolutely. I think that's
Especially
what
if you
they
have like
did.
Hetmeyer and Punt, they'll go after the left arm spinner.
Yeah, and I think even Rahul Char in the past two games got tonked around a little bit, so
Mm.
he's probably a little bit down on kind of confidence per se. So I think that be also one place that they can exploit if he kind of is a little jittery. Big stage, big game. Some of the even the best of best kind of get those jitters. But yeah, I think Kultan Isle has had a very sub power kind of tournament. Him, Krunal, and Chahara are probably the three guys you want to attack. And I think if Pollard comes in, I think attack Pollard as well. I know he's a smart bowler, but I think if you can pick what he's giving you, I think you can really hit him hard. So I think if you can be a little bit careful with Bolt and Bumrah, I think there is a lot of opportunity to score a good amount of runs from the others. Just play them those two. Don't give too many wickets. Try to attack definitely, but don't give away too many wickets. I think that's going to be Delhi's formula, and then they can just go try and attack in the middle order, in the middle part of the innings where Bolt and Bumrah don't usually bowl you as much.
Yeah.
So that's
I,
probably
And
the solution.
would you do like what Stokes did, just attack Bottle Bumrah? Because I think he's the only guy who like really attacked them and didn't give them anything. But apart from that, we've seen Rabada and Nokia go for runs. I think Warner started that trend, and then a
Yeah.
couple of games after as well, they got hit. But do you think like it's wise to go after these if Bolt plays him and Bumrah, or just like play them out and then attack the other three?
No, I think so. I think that they should go. I think Stoinis should go out all guns blazing. I think he
Even
should
from the
just,
start,
yeah,
you're saying.
absolutely. I think they should try.
And
But
then
if
Dhawan
it
plays
doesn't,
anchor.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Dhawan plays anchor, and if it doesn't work, then they can be a little bit more careful with these two and just don't give them more than 1 wicket. I mean, you can give them 1 wicket of Stoinis or something, but don't give them more than that. They can
Mm.
try, but then maybe Rahane comes in and just studies the board, and then they can
Yeah.
have the likes of Punt and Hetmaya come in the death and try to score those runs. But they have to be a little bit careful for sure.
Yeah, that's a very valid point. The reason why I asked you that is because in the last game they were defending and getting out. They're like getting beaten.
Yeah.
Like it was amazing bowling, but maybe if you just show a bit of intent, it could like mess up the line and length of the bowler. So I think,
Yeah, I think just walk down the stumps and try to. I mean, it's easier said than done for sure. But
yeah,
like just try to like mess with his rhythm a little bit because
yeah,
he's
yeah.
that kind of a rhythm bowler. Like if you shuffle around a little bit, he might get his rhythm a little bit messed up, and that could work in your favor sometimes. So
Yeah, yeah.
but
I mean, the reason I'm getting into this detail is because it's such a good site, so I have to pick
yeah,
somewhere or the other to see
yeah,
where. But yeah, if you look at it from the other perspective, Delhi's bowling. Your boy Ashwin got hit a bit in the last game, but I think on a Dubai pitch, he'll probably get a bit more purchase. He bowled well in the first qualifier, so he'll be back on that ground.
yeah,
But Nokia and Rabada was excellent in the death. I think against Sunrisers, he probably won them the game.
yeah.
Nokia got hit a bit, but this bowling team is really good. They just need to stick to their plans and just stick to their basics, right?
Absolutely. That's exactly what it is. There's nothing. There's no two ways about it. I mean,
Why do you
they
think
have.
that like there's so much inconsistency in this? Like, I mean, it's
I
difficult to
honestly,
explain.
yeah, I honestly don't know what it is. It's just so unfortunate. It's just hard to pinpoint as to what it could possibly have been. I honestly don't know. I mean, this is the bowling unit that is actually very good. The likes of Rabada and Naughty who've been significant in their pursuit in the first half of the tournament. Ashwin was good. Akshar Patel has been good. I think that extra bowler has kind of been a little bit of an issue for them, but
Yeah,
stepped up in the last game and that helped for them.
yeah.
So that's probably what it is. I think that the four are maybe taking a little bit too much pressure on them. It's possible, but I don't know what it is. It's hard to pinpoint that the exact issue, but they're a quality side. I think they have what it takes to be able to win this one. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see how they come across tomorrow.
Yeah, no, definitely. Their bowling is high quality as well. It matches
Yeah,
Mumbai, but like you said, it depends how they play on the day.
yeah.
But now, just to finish off, like matchups you're looking forward to, like specific contests, and then I'll get to the players to watch out for, or you can
Um, I
mix
mean, I
it.
think I think Stoinis versus Bumrah and Bolt if he's playing is probably the most important matchup I think of the game. That'll really decide the way the match will go. If Stoinis can go hard like he did against in the previous game, there's a good chance that they might score those 180, 190 runs to keep that target high, or chase for that matter. But for me, that is an important matchup. And then the matchup of course again the Rabada and Notia against Kunal Nikok and Surya Kumar Yadav, who've actually been very, very good. So I think just the opening bowlers was the opening batting because I think the start in both the innings is going to be crucial. Whoever kind of gets the upper hand over there will because then the nerves and everything start coming in. So starts are going to be very, very important. So I think the opening batsman versus the bowlers who've really performed. I think so. That's what I would like to see.
Yeah, and your players to watch out for Delhi, I already know Ashwin, and then for for
For Delhi,
Mumbai,
this time though, Stoinis. I want to see
Stoinis,
if we
huh?
can bring it up. Yeah, if we
Yeah,
can bring it back.
I mean
That can.
he's playing that perfect T20 role. I mean, he played that in the last game,
Yeah.
and I think not only his opening batting but also like his wickets will
The
give them a
bowling.
lot of
Yep.
confidence.
Yep.
So yeah, Stoinis, and then for Mumbai,
For Mumbai, it's just such a great team. It's just so hard to pick one player, um, but Rohit Sharma. I'd like to see if he can. I mean, he's the only guy who hasn't scored those big runs for this team yet. Everyone else has scored some significant amount of runs. So
yeah.
sign off for the bank. I'd like to see if that does play out.
No, for sure, definitely. I think for Mumbai, for me, I would probably want to see. I said Surya Kumar before. I think, like, but I'll probably go with Decock. I think if he can give them the start
Yeah.
like he did in the last game, I think that will be very important. And for Delhi, you already know who I'm going to say. Rishabh Pant.
Punt.
Yeah, Rishabh Pant. Man,
Uh,
I've been seeing this, so this whole tournament, this whole season, he needs to perform, man.
he's single digit score for him again tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, he's like, he needs to perform, I feel, and like, just waiting for that to happen. A lot of talent.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the lockdown, because there are people are saying like he gained a bit of weight, and like, maybe it was the lockdown, and maybe he wasn't in practice or whatever it is. But I mean, you could say the same. Like the other players didn't have that, like, had the same issue as well, but they haven't had this bad of form. So I don't know. Maybe it's
Yeah.
an injury as well in between.
Yeah.
But if Rishabh Pant can go for it, he can change the game.
Yeah.
So I
Absolutely.
think
Of
him
course.
versus Bumrah will be a really good contest. And who
Yeah.
are you tipping to win this game,
I,
the final?
unfortunately, I mean, I don't see this Mumbai team beaten. I mean, I know that they are the most successful team, so I'm usually the underdog kind of guy. I'd love for Delhi to win it, but I just don't see Mumbai losing this one tomorrow.
Well, so you're going Mumbai. I think Delhi will bat first, make 200 runs,
Hmm.
and Mumbai will make 200 runs. It'll go into a super over,
Oh wow!
and Delhi will win.
If
You'll
this
have
does,
a you'll have a new
if
champion
this,
this year.
I mean, I'd love for it to be a new champion, honestly, but I just see that Mumbai is so strong they might not be able to. I don't think that they will lose. But if your prediction comes right of a super over in tomorrow's game, oh man, that's gonna be some craziness.
If
That's gonna be
Mumbai
fun to
do win,
watch.
it'll be like a beginning of a dynasty, man. Like, I mean, two
Yeah,
back to back, and like, it'll be that kind of thing. In IPL, we haven't seen that. We've always
yeah,
seen like every year the winner changes, right?
yep,
We haven't seen back to back really. Like maybe Chennai did it, but apart from that, we haven't really seen it. So
yeah,
it'll be interesting. It'll be a start of the dynasty, but I think there's going to be a new winner.
yeah. I'd
Rishabh Pant
love to
man of
see a
the
new
match.
winner.
Rishabh Pant man of the match. Man of the
We'll
match.
find out.
But yeah, thank you so much for joining me today. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Tomorrow, hopefully, we'll have an exciting game, and can't wait to discuss that after it's done.
absolutely. Always
Uh,
looking forward.
all right, man. Enjoy the game. Take care.
Take care.